get checked. I'm just going to need for you to verify some information before I can go ahead and release your results. If you can verify.
Hi loves, it's Emmeline. So this is going to be part 2 of our trying to conceive journey. Part 1, I'm not sure like when it would be going up compared to this video, but part 1 was the first, I think 7 or 8 months of us trying to conceive, and this will be 7 or 8 months to whenever. So it's the month of December. It's actually Christmas Eve today. I'm gonna whisper this because I don't want to like say this too loud, but I'm supposed to get my period December 27th or like 28th, and like technically I could test on Christmas morning tomorrow and like get a positive if I was pregnant, but like I know I'm not. Like I don't have any symptoms, and my mind is not even in that space of like, could I be? But I still want to take a test, like just because how cool would that be? Like if this is like when I found out and I could tell him on Christmas, I think that would be amazing. But like I said, like I know I'm not pregnant. Like I know there's no way. Like I have no symptoms, nothing. But anyway, moving on from that. The month of December has been crazy. It's been like a very like emotional roller coaster. There's just been a lot happening, and I had a really like rough week last week about the whole pregnancy thing, and I was just thinking a lot about it. And one thing that I've realized, and I don't know if anyone else who's going through this has done this to themselves, but I've like really, I think I'm doing this like weird defense thing to like protect myself, where after seeing so many like negative tests and after just like trying for 8 months now, going on 9, I feel like I'm trying to protect myself, where like my whole life I always knew I was like ready to be a mom and I was so excited of it. And when we first started trying, like I was just so excited, and now it's like I'm almost scared of it. And I think that what happened was I changed my mindset to not be excited about it because I didn't want to get my hopes up every month anymore. And I feel like though I like tricked my mind so well that now I'm like I still want to be pregnant, but I just don't like this mindset that I'm in. Like it's very like, do I want this? Should we be waiting? Do I want a baby right now? Like how do I feel? Like can I actually handle this? And like those are just the thoughts that are constantly going through my head. And like I said, it's so weird because I've never felt that way, but I was like sitting down talking to one of my friends, and I realized like that's what it is. It's just me like protecting myself, but I want to get out of this mindset, but I also don't want to be in the mindset that I was before, when I was just like so hopeful and nothing was happening, and then I would just get like crushed all the time. So that is that. So that's like part 1 I want to talk to you guys about. Part 2 is tonight is Christmas Eve, so we have our Christmas Eve like family dinners and stuff like that. We're going to my family first, then we're going to Connor's. I feel like I'm like kind of nervous to go just because I don't want people, I just like don't want people asking questions about it, because I do like get upset about it, and I don't feel like being in that mindset tonight of thinking about it and stuff. And I know it's gonna come up. Connor's family is like definitely more of the family that will kind of like push you a little and like just ask you a lot of questions, like personal questions. And where my family is like super like almost like scared to ask things because they just want to be like overly respectful and like overly cautious of what they say. So I think I'm just like nervous because I just hate when people ask me these questions. It just makes me feel really uncomfortable, makes me think things, and especially because I'm going to be getting my period in a few days, like I feel like I could probably start crying at any given second. So I just like don't want to have a meltdown or anything tonight. I just want to have like a really nice, relaxing Christmas Eve. So I'm just praying everything goes really smoothly. But this is my update for December. I will update you guys tomorrow when I take the test, and it's gonna be negative. I know it already. Like I just know it. But January is gonna be an exciting month for this whole thing, but I'll update you guys about that in January. Like I said, I knew I was gonna say no, but I just wanted to try, just in case. It still sucks and like, I hate it, but I don't know. So today I'm taking my second Let's Get Checked test. I did a sponsorship with them a few weeks ago. It's actually probably way longer than a few weeks ago. But basically they're like an online testing website where you can get your sample taken at home and then you send it off to them and then they can tell you and like diagnose you with things. That way you don't have to go to the doctors, and it's just a really private, easy way of doing it. So today we're taking the fertility test. It's like 9 in the morning. You have to take it very early before you eat or anything, and then you just send it off the same day. So Connor is about to take my blood. I hate this part, but we're gonna be able to do this, right, Cons? I'll do this finger. I think was good last time. So this is what it looks like. They're like these little prickers, basically. And you have to take the cap off and then you prick it into your finger, but you kind of have to prick it in a little bit hard and like give it a little back and forth motion. And you also have to do it like right at the ball of your finger. Okay, let's just get this over with.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh, I'm not looking. La 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 la. Okay, that's not bad, not bad, not bad. Connor just took my sample. That one was a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, I just got like super dizzy, which I normally do get dizzy and like faint when I get my blood taken, but for some reason this time I was like, Connor, I'm gonna faint. So it was a little rough, but it's okay, it's all good. I have the sample packed and I'm gonna go drop it off at the post office right now.
So let's get checked. I'm just going to need for you to verify some information before I can go ahead and release your results. If you can verify your date of birth and your address for me. So for the luteinizing hormone, it was 8. It's a normal, with normal range is 2.4 to 12.6.
Okay.
For your follicle stimulating hormone, the FSH, it was normal as well at 8.20. Normal range is 3.5 to 12.5.
Okay.
For your estradiol, that was normal as well at 35, and the normal range is 12 to 233. Now, your prolactin is the only thing that came back a little bit elevated. So the prolactin, your results were 27.70. Normal range is 3.4 to 24.1. So the prolactin is basically the hormone released by the pituitary gland that stimulates breast development and milk production in women, and is usually, good for immunity and metabolism as well. So basically, the levels vary throughout the day. So they're at the highest while you're sleeping and the first thing in the morning. So the test, that's why the test is usually done when you wake, after 3 hours after waking up. But the causes of like high prolactin could also be like if you're stressed. Anytime, sometimes medications causes that to be elevated. Underactive thyroid or even breastfeeding could cause that to be elevated. So I'm going to go ahead and release these to your dashboard. You'll be able to go ahead and log into your account, and you can view them as well. And if this is something that you're doing to, testing, things out for, for fertility, anything like that, you can go ahead and take this and share this with your physicians as well. They may, a lot of times they turn around and they still repeat it, like they'll repeat it after several times, because with women hormones, with our hormones, it can fluctuate. It can be up and down at any time. So if this is something that you're doing for that, just definitely go ahead and share these results with your physician, so that they can go ahead and, have a, that you can know what your baseline is as well.
Okay.
And then there may be other things that they're looking for. So are you doing this for, are you trying to,
yeah, we're trying
to have a baby?
Yeah, we've been trying for like almost 9 months, so I just wanted to...
Okay.
Is that something that like could affect fertility then?
I mean, so with that, like, because of the fact that they always look into hormones as well, it can help explain if there's anything, if there's any underlying issues.
Okay.
So, like, do you have any thyroid issues that run in your family, or autoimmune disorders that run in your family, or do you have any of those things?
I have an autoimmune disease, and I have like rheumatoid arthritis. And I got like tested for that probably like 2 years ago, and the ANA came back positive. But I don't think anything about thyroid. I haven't gotten mine checked, but none of my family.
Okay. So a lot of times with these are not diagnostics. So these are like, if you guys had a full physical as far as going to the GYN or fertility for you and for your significant other, as far as going to like maybe urologist to kind of see if there's any underlying issues.
We haven't gotten anything tested because they said they wanted to wait until it was like a full year, which is why I had figured I just wanted to like try this like form of testing just to see.
Okay, so that's good. So what you can do is, like I said, when you log into your account, you can view it. You can also, it's a PDF file. So this is something that you can also take with you to let them know that you kind of did like a little bit of a baseline to kind of see where you're at, so that they can go ahead and see exactly what the readings were. And like I said, a lot of times they'll turn around and start repeating it just to kind of see where your numbers go. Because of the fact that it can fluctuate up and down. So you can go ahead. But when is it going to be your full year that you've been attempting this? Did they tell you to wait till?
In April.
In April? Oh, that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So that's right around the corner. So February, March, April. So yeah. So you would be having to go ahead and retest anyway. So wait, being that would be the 3 months. Because like right now, if you just took it, we would always recommend like 3 or 4 months to go ahead and retest.
Okay.
So bring this with you, so when you go see your physician, you can go ahead and show them that you did this test and whatever, and so that this way they can kind of see where you were at that point, because they're a lot of times they repeat it anyway. They want to go ahead and test it again to see where they're at. So instead of you retesting here, you're going to be going to see them anyway, so have them retest it. They'll go ahead and retest everything for you at that point in time as well.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem. Well, good luck, and just relax, and before you know it, you'll be on your way.
Thank you.
No problem. Alrighty, bye-bye.
Bye. My hair looks really crazy because I just tried a new like sleeping in braid thing, like for overnight curls, because I just chopped my hair. But anyway, it's like 10 something at night. I was trying to fall asleep, but Connor's like in the attic making a ton of noise. And I checked my email, and I got an email from Let's Get Checked saying that my test results were in, and for me to call them so they could tell me. And I was like, that's weird, because the last time they just sent me like an email with all the results. So I went to the website, and like my results weren't on the website. So I was just going to wait until the morning, because I'm like, why would they be up at like 10 at night? But I called them, and they were. And I was actually, oh, there's my test results. They just texted them to me. But that was actually really nice to have the nurse talk to me and get in contact with me. She did call me earlier, but I didn't realize it was her. I thought it was a solicitor, so I just like didn't answer the phone. But that was really nice that she called and like had all the information for me. So now I know I'm gonna finish this up in the morning because I can't with this hair right now. I wanted to update you guys with my results from last night. So I don't know if I've explained it yet in this video, but I did a like fertility journey video maybe like a month ago or two, and in that video I used this like at-home testing service. So basically, like, you can test yourself for anything for your fertility. There's like 3 different fertility tests. You could do like your thyroid. There's like so many different things. There's also tests for men too, and it's just really nice because it's in the comfort of your own home, and you just like draw your blood by pricking your finger, and then you just ship it off. So the reason why I did the test was because the doctors told me that they didn't want to do any testing until it was a full year of us trying, and for us, we really didn't want to wait that long, so that was just a perfect option for us. I do have a coupon code for it, so I will like leave all the information down below. I definitely recommend doing it because I first did the ovarian reserve test, and if you guys want to see my results for that, you guys can go watch the other video, which again I'll link down below. And then for this video, I did the fertility hormone test. So as you guys just saw, I got the phone call and I was like so disheveled because I was sleeping. It was like 10 something at night, and I had just like randomly decided to check my email, and I checked the email and it said that one of the nurses from Let's Get Checked had tried calling me earlier, and she has my results. And I was like, wait, this is so weird, because the last time they had just sent my results like straight to the dashboard, and I was like, this is weird that they're calling me, like something has to be wrong. And it was. So I guess like if they have to call you, then something's wrong and they need to explain it to you. So I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I was like, I can't wait till the morning. And I was like, no one's going to answer the phone now because it's like 10 at night. But they did answer the phone, and the nurse did talk to me, which you guys heard the conversation. So basically all of my hormone levels were completely normal except for prolactin. And I was like, okay, like what does this even mean? So I've done some more research of it. I need to do more research. I've just been like super busy, so I haven't really had time to like dive deeper into it. But from what I can see, basically that hormone is either high if you're breastfeeding, if you're pregnant, or if you have like some sort of like autoimmune disease, or your stress could just be really high, which causes that to be high. There's like a bunch of different things that it could be. And it definitely could be stress because we had like been doing so much recently. Or it definitely could be because of my autoimmune disease, because I do have rheumatoid arthritis, which I have talked about like once before. I think I mentioned it. And I had recently looked into rheumatoid arthritis and like fertility, and they said that if you have it, you can like, you'll still most likely get pregnant, but it's just going to be harder to get pregnant. And she also said that it could be like something with my thyroid. So a lot of people have been telling me that too. They're like, why don't you take a test for thyroid? So I might get another Let's Get Checked test for thyroid and see just like if I can rule that out, or see if it is it. But basically my plan of attack for right now is to just start taking a lot of vitamins that help with this sort of thing. So I'll show you guys really quick what I have. I was taking like a multivitamin. My doctor, well, my gynecologist actually, she told me, I was like, what should I be taking like for trying to get pregnant and stuff? And she was like, you don't even need to take prenatal. She's like, the same thing that's in a prenatal is also in a women's multivitamin. And she's like, and on top of that, like, don't even get like the nice brand. She's like, just get the store brand because it's literally the same exact thing. And I was always very like hesitant on getting store brand like vitamins or medicine, but when she told me that, I was like, okay, I'll just do it. They're so much cheaper. So what I decided to do after reading that and looking more into like my arthritis and just like what could help with prolactin and all that stuff, I kind of went crazy at Rite Aid, but they were having like a buy one get one free sale, so it worked out really well. So the first thing I got is this liquid B12, and B12 is like really good when you take it in like a liquid form or a dissolvable form. My Chewy vitamins had this, but I've heard that it's actually a lot better to take it in a liquid or dissolvable form. So I got that. The next thing I got was vitamin D. One of my friends who has like hyperthyroidism, I think that's what it's called, I'm not sure. But she said that she took vitamin D and she said it's really important for that. And again, I don't know if I have that or not, but I figured I would try it. I'm probably like the worst person because I don't think you're just supposed to like just randomly start taking vitamins. You should always ask your doctor, but I never do. So I just take the vitamins. The next thing I got is B6 because another thought that I had was possibly I could have PCOS. I mentioned this before, I always had a really hard time gaining weight, but over the past 2 months, I gained 10 pounds. I'm officially 129 pounds, which is crazy. And I'm like so confused because my body doesn't even look different unless I just am not realizing it because I have like winter clothes on, but like my stomach looks the same. Like I feel like everything looks the same on me. So I'm kind of confused as to like where the weight is going. I was like, maybe it's just like bloat or water weight, but like I don't even have, like my stomach is still like tiny and flat. Like it's not, I don't know, it's weird. Again, I don't think it's like one of those things where it's like you take it and like boom, you're gonna get pregnant, but I decided to just take it. I feel like it can't hurt me. I might as well just try it. The next thing I got is vitamin E, because I read that vitamin E is really good at like I guess neutralizing your prolactin levels, or like normalizing them sort of. And also I think I read this is good with arthritis. I really can't remember because I read so many articles. Next thing is folic acid. If anyone is trying to get pregnant, you should definitely start taking folic acid at least like 3 months before you try to start getting pregnant. And then this thing, it could be one of those like hippy dippy things that like doesn't work, but I decided to just try it. I have read so many articles on maca, like people struggling with getting pregnant for so long, and then they start taking maca and like that's when they get pregnant. And I had taken maca a while ago, and it's known for a lot of things like with pregnancy, like helping you to become like more fertile, I guess. So the maca I had, I was always just putting into like my smoothies and stuff like that, but I found this one at the health food store. And basically what's in it is everything's like organic in it. So it's wild yam root, chaste tree berry, dong quai root, false unicorn root, maca root. I don't know. There's like a whole bunch of different roots in here. And apparently it's supposed to be like a female reproductive formula to, I guess, like help you and just like help your reproductive system. So I don't really think that like by me taking these vitamins, like all of a sudden I'm gonna become like more fertile and they're magically gonna help me. I think that when the time is right, I'm gonna become pregnant, but I figured that if this could help some of my symptoms that I'm dealing with, or hopefully level out some of my hormones and stuff like that, then that would be great. So I'm just taking these. I'm also doing a sugar-free diet this month. With a lot of the things that I think I could possibly have, one of like the number one culprits of like the pain or the symptoms or of not becoming pregnant from it all is sugar. So I decided that this month I would try sugar-free and then hopefully continue it on. I haven't had like any weird side effects of like not having sugar, and I've actually been really okay without it. There's so many sugar-free options for things, so it really hasn't bothered me. But that's just what I'm trying. If you guys are trying like anything for the new year to hopefully help you become pregnant, let me know. Or if you have tried anything, let me know about that too. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at right now. My head space is so much better, I feel like, than it was before. I really am in this like space of like whenever I become pregnant, it's okay, because I think like we keep like filling up our lives with so much stuff and we're just so busy. Like we don't even have a second to just like sit and breathe and just like relax. So I think that it's just kind of like God's way of like saying like your life is so hectic right now. So when everything slows down and you guys are like really just set in what you're doing, then I'll give you a baby. So like that's kind of my mindset. I personally feel like I could have something wrong with me, or Connor could, that could be stopping us, but I feel like ultimately it's more of like a God thing. Like I feel like we're okay, and the reason why we haven't gotten pregnant yet is just because he's just like waiting for the perfect time to give us a baby. So I feel like I felt really comforted with that new mindset. That's it for this video for today. Let me know how you guys are doing with your fertility journeys. I may start like an Instagram page because so many of you guys keep reaching out to me, and I still feel kind of like weird posting this on my like normal Instagram, but I know that like God wants me to, and I know that it helps you guys so much, and I don't want to be like ashamed of it or feel like weird or awkward about posting this kind of stuff. I just want to be like super vulnerable. So I'm trying to just pray that I can have like full vulnerability this year and just like not care and just do things. So yeah, but anyway, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.